In this short but hopefully informative video, I'm going to be talking about a free piece of software that you can download. Just type in Handbrake to reduce the overall file size of videos and audio. This software is fantastic. It takes approximately 25% off the overall original file size, as you will see in this upcoming example. And the first thing to notice is the original file size, which was captured, edited, recorded, etc. using Camtasia, shows here to have a size of 141 megabytes. Now that's quite sizable, so it's important to notice that size and keep that in mind. I'm going to open up this file into Handbrake, and there are a few things we need to do. So we'll first find the source of this particular file, and in this case it was today, and it was this file. What you'll see, it loads up some details, and the destination you want to send it to is really the same destination, but I typically put HBON at the end, so that means Handbrake on, so we can measure the difference between the two copies. Now we web optimize the file, and I don't typically muck around with the iPod 5G support, it's not necessary. But if we go through each tab here, what we can see is there's a number of choices. First choice we need to make is that we click on the optimize video, and that's all we need to do there at the moment. Then we go to the audio. It would be standard at 160. You can change it to 128. Subtitles don't normally muck around with, chapters don't normally muck around with, but the reference frames we go from 3 to 4. Okay, so that's about it. The only other thing I would possibly change on occasion is the quality. I'll change it to 25 or 30. It's neither here nor there really. So once you've made your settings, you can click Start. This will take a little while to run through, so I'll pause the video and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, it's taken about 3.5 minutes to get to 98%, so we'll be finished shortly. Now, one of the things I failed to mention is that your container should be set to MP4. Now, this will all depend on what you're trying to use this for, so just be sure to check all of the settings for yourself. Your application may be different than my own, but this is typically what I see in other reviews of these settings. So this is what's worked for me, and this is what should more than likely work for you. So we'll go back into the folder where we made the changes. Okay, so here we can see that let's do it side by side. I'll change the layout, and you can see the dramatic difference in size with the original is 144 meg down to 24 meg. Now we'll do a side-by-side comparison of the quality just so you can get an idea of how light and nimble the video will be once we upload it to wherever it is that we're hosting the video. Now this can be quite important for bandwidth, and if you're paying for space in places like Amazon S3, the smaller the file size the better. So there's many good reasons for putting your videos through the Handbrake process. So the first one we'll have a look at. If you're seriously thinking about building a website for your business on your own, then you probably already know all about the long list of things experienced developers need to do to make sure it's highly optimized. Okay, there's the first one. If you're seriously thinking about building a website for your business on your own, then you probably already know all about the long list of things experienced developers need to do to make sure it's highly optimized. Okay, so you can see that there's no discernible difference between the quality of the presentations. Now, especially considering that sometimes you may not even be allowing your viewers to watch it in full screen. The smaller you keep the video window, the higher definition that it will appear to be. So I hope this video has been useful for you, and I will speak with you again soon.